Hi, I'm Madison.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Anna.
And this is our video for No Talking.
So, we just found out, and we got a new signpost as called,
It's a catch-22.
Yes.
So a catch-22 is basically when there's a big decision, and if they go one way, something bad is going to happen, but still if they go the other way, something bad is also going to happen.
Either way, it's going to be bad. Because
Haley, you want to describe the situation?
Yeah, the situation is the teachers in the book, all the fifth grade teachers are having a conference. Kind of a conference. They're just having a meeting, kind of. And it's about the no talking competition. And either way, because they're in the untouchables, if they continue it, they wouldn't get their answers. And if they stop it, then they'll be really loud.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's going to be a bad situation.
So their plan, the principal and some of the other teachers want to hold an assembly.
Yes.
And they want to bring all the fifth graders to the auditorium and say stop this now, and then want to say what would happen if they, what some of the other teachers want to do.
Well, the other teachers, Mr. Burton, I think is what he does. He wants it to keep on going and going because he actually likes how the kids do this in a way. And we said it in an earlier video. And then also, except the music teacher,
No, that's the teacher where he called. Oh, the gym teacher thinks it's fine.
because then she doesn't have to tell
Mrs. Akers.
Okay, so Mrs. Akers, here, I'll tell gym teacher and Mrs. Akers. So Mrs. Akers is the music teacher, and she wants them to talk now, because no one else is singing.
No, she's the music teacher.
Go ahead.
And so she doesn't want her kids to not talk, and she wants them to keep.
Because she wants them to sing.
Yeah, during
Because
music class.
they have a concert coming up, and she said we can't practice unless we can't practice, and they can't get better if they don't sing.
Yes,
And they don't want to sing because they.
The gym teacher is
and then-
Mrs. Henley.
Oh, and Mrs. Henley doesn't and wants them to be quiet.
It's fine with her.
Yeah, she doesn't exactly want them, and she just is fine with it. She's kind of a chill
And
person.
she said she likes that she's giving her voice a voice.
Because then she doesn't have to yell at the
Or
kids
blow her whistle.
or anything.
And it's just really a quiet time for her, and she gets to rest her voice.
And Mrs. Madison, do you want to say what Mrs. Yacht chose to do?
Well, no, she didn't really. She
She
just
didn't
said that.
technically
All I
choose
can promise. This is what Mrs. Hiat said. So Mrs. Hiat looked around the table, smiled, and said, "All I can promise is that I'll do my best to resolve the situation in the most orderly way possible, and I know that each of you will do the same. See you all first thing in the morning." And the teachers left the conference room. There wasn't no talking. In fact, there was.
So she's really just, I think she's going to think about it and find the best way that she thinks they can handle, because she has to think about all the other teachers, and she has to think about her experience of them being the untouchables and talking. Or now, is it easier for everybody else and her for them talking or not? She really has to make that hard decision.
And so for if you into less detail, a catch-22 is either if they can talk now and not do the competition, it's not allowed anymore, but then they'll be loud and interrupting class in class, or they'll be quiet or anything, and then they will not talk at all during questions. And so,
And I have another teacher that isn't in favor of it. Her name is Mrs. Overby, and it was the first scene of the book where she appeared, and where Dave started coughing, and she was the teacher, and then this is what she said. You know what that? So I just realized something, said Mrs. Overby. You know what that little rascal Dave Parker did yesterday? Instead of giving an oral report, he stood up at the front of the class and coughed for 2, maybe 3 whole minutes. And he was pretending, I'm sure of it, so he wouldn't have to talk. This really has to stop.
So,
like more of the teachers are leaning towards letting them talk again, but they're not realizing what trouble they're going to get into.
Alright, so I'm Anna.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Madison,
And
thanks
this
for
is our-
watching our video on YouTube.
Bye.